Welcome back to The Wandering Screen. I'm Matt Carson. Today, I'm sharing my picks for the best movies of 2025 so far. We're talking from breakout performances to jaw-dropping visuals and unforgettable stories. If you're looking for your next movie night pick, or just want to see what's been rocking the box office, you're in the right place. So grab some popcorn, sit back, and let's dive into the films you need to know about in 2025. I go to a lot of movies alone, it just comes with the territory, but when my friend suggested we go see One of Them Days, I was all in. I mean, it's written by Sarita Singleton, writer for Insecure and Rap Shit, and produced by Issa Rae. So yeah, we knew this was going to be good. And then there's Keke Palmer, who's just so much fun to watch. This movie is hilarious, but it's also got a ton of heart too. Think of it as like a road trip film, but set in Los Angeles, where Drew, Keke Palmer, and Alyssa Scissor drive around the city trying to scrape together enough money to pay their rent on time. The whole thing is just so entertaining, and both actresses really bring their A game. Palmer, though, she's the one who makes the film instantly watchable. She's got this ability to turn any line into a punchline, and her facial expressions are on another level. Like when Drew sees Alyssa getting into a fight outside her interview, Palmer's face goes from disappointment to fear to this resolute, I've got you energy in just seconds. It's seriously impressive. The plot gets pretty wild, Alyssa climbing a telephone pole to grab a pair of Air Jordans to sell for rent money, but the chemistry between Palmer and Scissor keeps it real and heartfelt. They meet all sorts of colourful characters along the way, with cameos from Cat Williams and Janelle James and Maud Apatow, which is a nice bonus. And props to director Lawrence Lamont. This is his feature film debut, and he really lets his lead shine. Honestly, my friend and I couldn't stop talking about this film long after we left the movie theatre. It was just the kind of movie we both needed. Fun, heartfelt, totally memorable. Here we have another exciting debut from a young director who's definitely one to watch. Plainclothes, directed by Carmen Emmy, is a thrilling, emotionally charged ride that digs deep into identity, desire, and society's pressures. Premiering at Sundance this year, it's set in 1997 and kicks off with Lucas, played by Tom Blythe, a young cop who's part of a sting operation in a mall bathroom to catch men in compromising situations. But things take a turn when he locks eyes with Andrew, Russell Tovey, and instead of doing his job, he lets him go and meets up with him later. That moment sets off a powerful journey of self-discovery for Lucas. The film really nails Lucas's inner turmoil, guilt, confusion, the deep fear of being outed as gay. The grainy, almost surveillance-like aesthetic is perfect for amplifying his paranoia, making you feel like he's constantly being watched. The non-linear storytelling adds layers to his emotional battles, revealing tension with his family and an ex-girlfriend. Seriously, it's the performances that steal the show. Tom Blythe is magnetic as Lucas, and Tovey brings so much depth to Andrew, blending intensity with vulnerability. Plainclothes isn't just your typical coming-out story, it's an immersive experience that pulls you into Lucas's journey. The intimate moments between him and Andrew are electric, mixing passion with fear and uncertainty in a way that really hits you. It's haunting, and honestly, I haven't stopped thinking about it since I saw it. And let's not forget, it's pretty sexy too. You know that line Nicole Kidman says in her intro for AMC, that stories feel perfect and powerful? Magazine Dreams felt like that, with powerful performances and filmmaking, creating an incredible cinematic experience. Magazine Dreams is a film packed with emotional depth and complexity, and Jonathan Major's personal struggles only add to its layers. His performance as Killian Maddox, a bodybuilder obsessed with physical perfection, is truly remarkable. Directed by Elijah Bynum, this film is a tense, gripping character study about Killian's unhealthy fixation on bodybuilding and the identity he's trying to build. Killian lives with his grandfather and his whole world revolves around extreme workouts, steroid use, and the relentless pursuit of being the best bodybuilder out there. But his quest for validation, especially through landing a spot on a fitness magazine cover, slowly eats away at him, physically, mentally, and emotionally. As the pressure builds, he becomes increasingly isolated and self-destructive. Majors is absolutely mesmerizing in this role. He nails both Killian's manic energy and those rare moments of vulnerability, giving the character incredible depth. The filmmaking itself is top-notch. Adam Arkapo's cinematography and the editing really draw you into Killian's troubled mindset, building tension with every scene. You feel the emotional breakdowns and obsessive behaviors that keep spiraling out of control. While magazine dreams can be pretty harrowing and violent at times, it's undeniable how powerful the film is. It showcases some of Jonathan Majors' best work yet, proving that he's truly a force to be reckoned with. We all have that childhood movie or movies we watched hundreds of times, right? For me, it was Bridget Jones's Diary, which I practically wore out on Friday nights with my mum after Shabbat dinner at my grandparents' house. It was a true classic. Now, the last two sequels were great, but Bridget Jones's Baby really hit the mark. It felt way more solid than The Edge of Reason, which, let's be honest, felt a little more gimmicky. But let's talk about Bridget Jones' Mad About the Boy. It's at the top of my list for the year so far. It's a brilliant return to the familiar characters we know and love, with plenty of nods to iconic scenes like Bridget getting interrogated by the smug married dudes at a couple's dinner. It's always a classic. And of course, Bridget finds herself once again stressing over picking the perfect pair of underwear for a hot date with a 29-year-old rock star, Leo Woodall. What really sets this apart, though, is how it introduces a new love interest into Bridget's world without forcing it. We get to see her grow in her career, maintain a sweet friendship with Mr. Daniel Cleaver, Hugh Grant, and navigate how she and the kids cope with the huge loss of Mark Darcy. The music by Dustin O'Halloran is stunning, especially during emotional moments like when Bridget walks to that couple's dinner and sees Mark approaching from down the street. It hits hard with some brilliant melodies. Renee Zellweger's physical comedy is top-notch, especially in the scene where she's a producer on a talk show and she's showing a PA how to move around the stage for lighting tests. Pure gold. And the final act is just gorgeous. Such a tearjerker. It's a reminder of how relationships evolve, how new connections can form, and how life keeps surprising us. Look, you should definitely watch the first film before diving into this one to catch all the references, but it's not a deal breaker if you haven't. At the end of the day, it's a movie about finding that drive to live life fully. And trust me, it's relatable, hilarious, and heartfelt as hell. And that does it. What did you think of this selection? Are there any you would add? Give this video a like, subscribe to my channel, and drop me a comment below of your favorites of the year so far. See you next time.